on the homestead after 10 days away in Corsica, and I just want to share the progress that we've come back to. Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs. This is us heading back to France from Corsica. We've successfully finished a whole circumnavigation of Corsica with all our cyclists. Everybody is flying back to where they came from now, and we're just about to board the ferry. So this is me and Ian checking out from Corsica. Meet you back in France. We have an 8.5-hour journey back to France, and then another 6.5 by road back to the Pyrenees. Meet you there. We've been away 10 days and we've come back to peppers. There's peppers everywhere. Lots of little baby ones. So I'm really surprised how soon we've got peppers this year. My tomatoes are really doing well. They're flourishing. Lots of green baby tomatoes, and these are all my long Roma ones for making sauces. And here, these were the most pathetic seedlings for peppers, and we've come back to proper pepper plants, and it's time to do our first harvest of cucumbers. These have excelled themselves while we've been away. Look at the size of that bad boy. Right, let's get him off. Ooh, my first cucumber. Brilliant. There's another cucumber. I can't believe how quickly these have grown. Wow. And cut him off. Oh, that's a nice straighter one. This year I kept my courgette plants in bigger tubs in the polytunnel just for a little longer to get them established before planting out, because last year we seemed to lose them very quickly. Within 24 hours of planting them, they just disappeared, and they're doing great. We've come back full of flowers, and we've got lots of little baby ones and one monster, so I better take him. I'll try and cut him off carefully. Yeah, he's a bit big for what I really need, but I'll find a use for him.
Well, I think our little grey has laid her first egg. Look at the size of that. She's the biggest chicken we've got, and I think that she's laid the smallest egg we've ever seen. But Lisa laying.
Go get your dad. Farrier bean and trimmed Tyson's hooves. So he's all nice and smart now. We don't put shoes on him because he just goes to the field and back because he's an old fella. One fresh little man. And that's what he thinks of it. You cheeky fella. Oh, that's truly what you think of it. Oh, he's so naughty. Old and flatulent.
So this 300 litre water tank I'm going to turn into our portable water system that I can put in the back of the trailer and take it to the off-grid plot. So I need to get a spigot, a tap fitted onto it, and a pump, and that mini project we are going to do now. I bought this kit for the spigot, the tap. Normally I don't buy kits, but it was actually cheaper in the kit than it was for all the individual parts. So these are the parts in the kit. It's just the spigot and a through bulkhead connection here with a little rubber ring. But because of the shape of the barrel, it's rounded on the bottom. I don't really want that sticking down, so I'm going to take it up probably about 30 centimetres where it's flat. And because of that, there's going to be lots of water left in the bottom. I won't be able to get it out. So with my pump, I just found this in my sort of spares box of plumbing parts, and I'm going to fit that on the back end of the through bulkhead, so that hopefully will just sit in the bottom and pump up right from the dregs, as we call it. There's a nice handy dimple here, and that's probably the right height. Just going to check this. So yeah, that'll sit on the bottom quite nicely. Might try my drill instead. I've just done a quick test fit, and as you can see, it sits nicely on the bottom there, so that will take any of the dregs of the water. So I'm just going to seal this with some silicone, the rubber gasket, and I've got some thread seal as well, which I'll put on. I'll climb out of the barrel now. Got the silicone. I'm just going to put the tube in. Right, I'll get that screwed in now. So for the thread for my little extension pipe, I'm just going to use some of this thread seal. I haven't got a lot left. It is supposed to come out at the end, but I'll put it on with a little lollipop stick, because there's not going to be a full thread on here. And it doesn't need to be watertight. The fact I just want water to go through it, because this in theory will be all underwater anyway. Right, let's try that. Here I go again. And finally the spigot, which I've already put the tape around, as you saw. Probably put too much on. There we go. It's actually cut quite deep into the plastic barrel, so I'm hoping that will act as a good seal as well. So I'm going to leave that overnight now for the silicone and everything else to set, and then tomorrow morning I will fill it up to about there and just do a pressure test on it. This is an old pump we had in the garden. We haven't used it for years now, so I'll get this cleaned up and hopefully we'll be able to use this for our portable water system for the plot. You can't go wrong with a few baby wipes from Lidl. I use them on all my bikes and everything. They've got very good degreasing properties. So I don't know what they do for little babies' butts, but I'll just clean all this up. It's disgusting. It's been in here, it's been in the other workshop. It's not very nice. So I'll carry on and clean this, and then we'll be able to connect it up to the barrel, get everything primed, and let's see what water we can get out of it. Let's get this tested. Water in here. Let that fill up for a minute. Right, while the water's filling up, this is my connection pipe. Screw that on the bottom. I'm trying to do this so it'll be all nice and quick when we're on the plot. So shut him off because it hasn't reached that. So I'm going to leave this off at the moment because I've got to prime the pump. Now I haven't used this pump for probably 2 years, so it'll be quite useful to see whether it will prime and actually work. I've got an extension lead from my mains at the moment, but when we're on the off-grid property, it'll be a generator, hopefully a solar generator in the future, but at the moment it's just a generator. So for testing, I'm just going to plug this in. We'll see how it goes. Be enough for testing purposes. Just going to use a bit of the water, because I didn't fill it up that high for it to come out the pipe using gravity. I'm just going to prime the pump. It's coming out. There. So in theory, this water should come out. So I'm going to stand on my same line, and I want to see the pressure. So I would say that is probably 2 foot shorter than the mains water pressure. Oh, bit of a squirt. That's not bad. So we should have just slightly under mains water pressure when we're on the off-grid plot. For all our build, this is for our building, not for anything else. This is just temporary. It's basically, I'll just turn the pump off. It's big enough to give us a good supply of water for the day, for all the concreting, washing and all the rest of it. But it's light enough to be able to just stick into the trailer. If we had an IBC container with 1,000 litres, that's just too much. We wouldn't use it all. If I've got a way of putting an IBC on the plot and then refilling the water, then we'll do that. But for now, I think this little project will work.
It's great to be back from Corsica. Nothing shocked us, nothing was so overgrown, but what did surprise us, the amount of cucumbers, peppers.
And so early on in the season as well. And
we're still new at this.
It's just down to the polytunnel, I think, but with the watering system and everything, it sort of looks after itself.
Yeah, it's working brilliant over there.
And we're now starting to prepare things for the build site, which was the barrel project. So we've got our water supply, we've got electricity supply with the generator. So now we're just going to start getting supplies onto site in readiness. Can't do anything yet because we don't have planning yet, but we're hoping in the next video that we have some great news from that, but we don't know.
The clock's ticking, we're waiting.
But fantastic news for this video. We reached 10,000 subscribers just as we came back from Corsica. It's just an unbelievable milestone, and we just thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for watching and commenting. Doesn't stop all those people that haven't subscribed by hitting that little link, and it really helps us. And
we have fun.
Great.
We have fun doing this. That's the whole point.
So we will see you in the next video, hopefully with that new news.
It's too close. We want to share, but we can't because it's not official yet.
But we're off to the build site now to get some more work done. So see you in the next video.